Okay, you're welcome back once again to Micropoch computer class. How are you doing? I'm happy you're here once again. Last time we talked about folder creation, that's where I stopped, and I'm continuing with file creation, document creation. That is what we want to look into for today, and other things you can do with documents as a beginner. So we want to go straight into document creation. But before I proceed, this class will also be of interest to some who may have had the background knowledge of computer, but they are not so equipped. For example, someone who has his own computer, you can perform certain things using your computer, but when you are giving someone else computer to do something, you will be lost. So in document creation of documents, there is a program of interest I would like to introduce. We are going to use it, but there is an alternative where you don't have that particular program. The Microsoft Word is a word processor. We're going to make use of it in our document creation at this point. But where you don't have Microsoft Word, as I am, look at Microsoft Word. If you move your mouse pointer to the start menu, beside the start menu, you see this search bar. You can tap there and then type Word, WORD, Word. Is going to display. Microsoft Word is going to display. But where you don't have Microsoft Word installed in your device, maybe you have it in your own personal computer, but you have gone to somewhere and they want you to help them just type a simple thing, type something simple, and you print it. You Because you are so conversant with the Microsoft Word, you don't know any other word processor, you may be lost. And they will say, is this the person that says he knows how to operate the computer? So there is an incentive from Windows, that is WordPad. Let me introduce you to WordPad. Whether you have Microsoft Word or not, Windows, once you have installed Windows operating system in your computer, automatically you have WordPad. That's why I consider it as an incentive from Windows, because you must have it. It looks like Microsoft Word also. It does what Microsoft Word does, but has limits to what it does. But you can use it when you don't have Microsoft Word. In terms of emergency, you can use WordPad. Always remember there is something called WordPad. We're not going to learn WordPad because we have Microsoft Word. If you learn Microsoft Word, you know how to use WordPad. Microsoft Word is more advanced than WordPad. So, but let me just open it so that you will see the interface. You will see how it is. So this is WordPad. You can type, you can do anything here. You can type here Microsoft in WordPad, but that is not what we want to do now. So you can go ahead and close your WordPad. Remember, I've taught you how to close something. The principle applies anywhere you are. Remember when I taught about folder creation, I showed you how to close a folder that is open. The same principle applies. You will continue to see it. You go to the same place and close the WordPad. It is asking, do you want to save changes? No, we don't want to save anything. So let's open Microsoft Word. At this point, you click on Word, it opens. Microsoft Word is opening. It displays this saying good morning. It displays this. Okay, these are templates, but I recommend you always go for blank document. So we open a blank Word document. So we have already started creating our document, our file, by opening a Microsoft Word application. We have started creating our document or our file. Remember what I told you when I talked about program. This is a program I just opened, and this program is going to help us to make a replication. It is going to help us to create something out of it. So this is the mother that is about to give birth to a file. That is the program, Microsoft Word. We want to use it now to create our document or our file. So before I continue, it is not only a word processor or an application or a program that processes word or processes that you can use as a word processor that helps you create file. If you use your phone, record your voice, the application you opened when you wanted to record your voice, that application is the program. Then what is recorded, the file that is recorded, is the file. The same thing applies to when you video yourself. That camera, the camera application you opened is the program, whereas the video you recorded is the file. So we have started creating file. I can type anything whether it makes sense or not. So we have created our file. Or let me use something that makes sense. Oh, my keyboard. Don't mind my keyboard, it is skipping. Okay, this is supposed to be this. Okay, I don't know why it's like that. So we have created or started creating our file. To complete the file creation, our purpose is to create a file that we can keep, and it will be accessible, it will be easily retrieved when needed. It can be recalled. So what do? Now look at this environment here in Microsoft Word. You have file menu. These are menus. You have the file menu, you have the home menu, you have the insert, you have the draw, design, layout, and the rest. So let's focus on a point where I want us to save this document so that it will be inside our computer. It can be accessible at any point in time we need it. So you use your mouse pointer, move to file, click on file. When you click on file, navigate to this area that I'm circling now, save and save as. By the time we finish talking about save and save as, you are going to know the difference between save and save as. Now I'm going to click on save and see what is going to give us. I click save. You see, it opens save as for us, meaning that you cannot save a document that you have not saved as something. You have not given a file name. So that is it. So we are going to give this document a file name. Let's now locate where we want to save that document so that anytime we need it to remember this is where I kept the file that I created. This is where I kept it. It is recommended you browse to get the place you desire to put your file. These are the most recently used folders. We can also make use of any of them, but for the purpose of training, click on browse. If you click on browse, it's going to open more folders for you, but my interest is to save this file that we are creating now on the desktop. And remember, we created a folder on the desktop, and what did we title that folder with? Let's open desktop. Once you click on desktop, you see all these folders displayed. This is our folder. We gave it the title class. Click on it. Once you click on it, you come to open. You then come to save. We have saved it, and immediately we saved it. Now look at this place. This place is called the title bar. The title bar changes to what we have saved our document with. It says this is our class, our first class. So that is the file name. Now back to file menu. Click there. So okay, let me go back a bit and make some changes. Okay, this is what I just typed. You go back to file menu. You don't need to come to save as again. You just click on save. The changes, the later things I typed has been saved. If I didn't click on save, the last thing I typed will not be saved. What will be saved will remain the previous things that I saved when I gave the document a file name. That is just it. So let's now go ahead to close this document. I go ahead and close it. Let's try to record this document. We go to class. Click on class. Once you click on class, you see this is our first class. That's the document. You double tap to open it. It has opened. So the difference between save and save as is save allows you to make subsequent savings of your document. If you type something, you do some adjustments, you must click on save to save the document, or you must save to save the document to have it retained in your device. But save as, if you decide that that file you want to give it another title, that is when you come to save as. This is the folder where that file is, and this is the file. Suppose we no longer want this file to have this file name. This is our class. Maybe we want it to have the file name my first class. You see, save as. It helps us to give our document a file name. You go ahead and save. You see the title bar, my first class, saved. Let's close it. Look at this is okay. Look at it, my first class. Let me open it. It has opened. So this is how we can create a file. That's how to create a file in Microsoft Word. So this is much we can take in today's class. Next week we are going to proceed on other things that really matters in our computer operation. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click on subscribe so that you will learn computer with us and be computer literate with us. Bye.